When you are asked if two lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither, the only thing that we care about for a problem like this is the slope of each line. It's all about the slope. So we want to find the slope of line 1 and the slope of line 2. When we do that, we will compare our two slopes and figure out what we think this is. So I'm going to move line 2 over there so I can work with line 1 here. Slope formula, make sure we have that memorized, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I do think it's helpful to label your points. And then when we go and we plug in our numbers, our y2 is a 2 minus y1 is 8 over x2 is 7 minus 5. So 2 minus 8, we have negative 6 over 7 minus 5 is 2, and we end up with a negative 3 for our slope. So that's the first part. We know the slope of line 1. Now we need to know the slope of line 2. Again, I'm going to just label x1, y1, x2, y2, and find the slope over here. We have y2 minus y1 minus the negative. Make sure we catch that becomes plus. x2, negative 4 minus, negative 7, there it is again, that becomes plus. So negative 1 plus 2 is 1 over negative 4 plus 7 is 3. Now that we have found the slope of both lines, we just want to compare these. So what we want to remember, parallel lines have the same slope. These two numbers, one is a negative 3, one is a 1/3. Those are not the same number. So these lines are not parallel. Perpendicular, what we want to look for are the slopes opposite reciprocals of each other. So what you can do, just take one fraction. If you have negative 3, let's make it a fraction. Our slope is negative 3. What is the perpendicular slope to negative 3 over 1? We would flip it and change the sign. So we know that our new slope should be positive, and we're going to flip it to a 1/3. And then what we notice, we say, oh yeah, that's what our other slope was. So that tells me that those two slopes of negative 3 and 1/3, they are opposite reciprocals of each other. So these two lines are perpendicular. Again, with questions like this, find the slopes, compare the numbers to figure out what they are.